Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
All right. So we're going to review a reviewer. Was this number 4, I think? Number 4, I think. And it's good old Nerdrotic back again. And I've watched every episode of this new Marvel show called Echo.
And I've watched 2.5.
Dubster has watched 2.5. But I've seen all of it. I'll basically be reviewing it as I watch this video. But I want to see if this fool goes extra because, let's be honest, like, I know there's a lot of Nerdrotic fans, but guess what? This guy is not a film reviewer. He's not. I'm sorry. I don't think he watches good films. He'd be good for something like Indiana Jones. Like, oh man, there was so much. Like, I had so much fun, and my popcorn spilled. I had so much fun. Like, he's one of those. I think at his best. But I don't think he watches film anywhere near the way I watch film. Which is not saying I'm better or anything. It's just, I think he... Maybe it is saying I'm better. I think you can dangle a yo-yo in front of his face and he'll get fooled by it. Unless you make it a black yo-yo. Or if you give that yo-yo a vagina, he might be like, wait a minute, this shit sucks. But it's a normal yo-yo. I think he would fall for it. That's my opinion on his opinion. Either that or he's full of shit and he's just doing it for money. But either way, I will watch this review of that show and let's see if there's some sort of weird bias because the things I watched in the Echo show happens in other shows and films all the time. All the fucking time.
And he's okay with them.
For many of years of film. But if you're particularly looking for, like, wait a minute, there's a female lead? Let me look for the fuck-ups of it. Let me look for the glaring mistakes of the film or the TV show because they're there in other things, but he's only looking for particularly maybe led by a female or a minority or both, or whatever the fuck.
And this is both.
This would be both. It's a...
Well, it's more than just... It's female, minority, disabilities.
Female, minority, disability, like amputee disability, and also I'm deaf disability, and maybe she's gay too. Who the fuck knows? The point is, this is like made for fuck faces, like dipshits like this. Once again, if you're a Nerdrotic fan, I understand. There's Hollywood films that force feed culture shit or whatever. It's not even politics. It's identity politics. They force feed identity politics into your favorite characters or something. I get it. Go ahead.
Hold on. If you're a Nerdrotics fan, explain
it. Explain what? Why they're fans?
Yes.
I would love to hear that.
The justification for why you're a fan.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it. And yeah, I'd love to hear that. For some people, it may be I found him early on when he did Game of Thrones reviews. That's not me, but I'm just saying, like, I've heard that before. Or maybe it's strictly the culture war shit because let's be honest, it's entertaining. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, it's entertaining.
No. To be fair, I'll explain that I'm on the side of just don't the social justice warrior shit is shit, but I don't get the same angles that Nerdrotic has on the issue of social justice warrior shit is shit.
Fair enough. I mean, well, I honestly I can't tell if it's just a business model to keep following or if it's genuine disgruntlement. Because there's only so many Brie Larson videos you can make, right? There's only so many. Like, there's other people out there, right? but Brie Larson's like special because maybe a comment she made or something like that. I don't know. All right, let's play this. Okay, you're mocking the intro to the Echo Show. Got it.
Well, I'm an actor, so, I have to service the story that's put in front of me. I have to do my best to make the story written work.
Really, I have no acting experience.
Being somebody who walks around the world as a hearing person.
Because I remember growing up and watching things on the screen, it was always a white guy who played this superhero, so we need more people of color to be in the MCU.
I think so many
Here
people
we
feel
go.
like this
Here we
project
go.
might be checking boxes in some way.
Deaf consultants, deaf actors, deaf writers, deaf consultants, deaf writers in the writer's room, deaf and indigenous, deaf consultants, actors playing deaf and indigenous roles, deaf experience, deaf indigenous amputee girl,
Deaf community. Deaf
representation,
deaf representation.
More inclusive.
representation matters, indigenous,
Hearing privilege.
tribal representation,
Indigenous.
Okay, so all around it was flooded, is what he's saying.
Yeah.
The,
Why
the
is that?
hype, the hype around the show was built in this flooding thing of it's SJW shit. Okay, fine.
Yeah, fine, fair enough. But at the same time, I still have Reacher in the back of my mind. Like, I'm
Now
sorry.
he's playing a Chiefs cheering.
Yeah.
The Chiefs football
He
team
should have went with the Atlanta Braves, honestly, but he went with the Chiefs. Whatever. Fuck the Chiefs. Actually, go Braves. But yeah, once again, this guy also enjoyed Reacher and House of Dragon, so let's just keep those in mind as well while we watch this.
And
So, I'm like, what's the greatest dividing line?
what was it? The Ring of Power was bad because it was female lead, according to him.
Well, it's because he quote unquote predicted it, so thus it has to be bad. Like he said, it was bad before it came out.
But Game of Thrones was awesome, but there was a lot of girl power in there, except for episode 9.
Yeah. There's a lot of horsepower too.
By the way, for the record, all of House of Dragons was shit.
Yeah, that was a really bad start to your
Not
new
just
Game of Thrones
episode
franchise.
9. Yeah, not just episode 9 according to Nerdrotics.
Yeah, but they're not going to notice things like that because
Well, we're
they're
making a
looking for
record,
the shit we
so
just.
Yeah.
We just saw a montage of what I guess this guy cares about, seemingly, but whatever.
Oh, I don't think it's over. We got probably another minute and a half of this.
Oh, just more. Okay, there we go. Show the Braves. Oh, trash.
Nerdrotic.com.
Oh,
You would
my
think
bad.
after releasing the biggest flop in the MCU's history, The Marvels, Disney Marvel would lay low for a little while. Go radio silent.
Herstory. Did you hear that? Because girls and stuff.
Women's history.
Yeah, got it.
But
Okay.
no, it seems that the criticism coming from all of humanity
Oh, he's got better
concerning
cameras.
The MCU has fallen on deaf ears. So
He's
join
more
us
animated,
for
too. It's like he's playing a character.
50,000 awakening wonders and the 40% who haven't subscribed yet. Let's review another piece of Disney Marvel content. That's right. Despite having some reservations, Marvel went ahead with their big gamble. Not sure if you heard, but they released Echo, the ill-fated series that Kevin Feige himself said after its initial shoot was unreleasable, leading to multiple reshoots and a massive delay. And still, there were rumors that Disney Marvel was considering not releasing it at all. But after Kevin Feige realized he war-painted himself into an identity politics corner, he smoked the peace pipe, trimmed it from 8 episodes to 5 episodes, and dropped it all at once in the beginning of January on 2 streaming services. And it totally...
Okay. Now
That's
that
information I didn't
explains a
know.
lot. Know how?
Okay.
When we were watching it, or when we were just finishing up watching it, what did I say? I said the first 3 episodes were like, they're not that bad. They're not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but they're not the worst things ever. Then I said after episode 4, I'm like, maybe I would have considered turning it off. But now I can see, like, do you see how rushed those last 2 episodes were? It's like, oh, they were supposed to have 8 episodes, and they cut and chopped it up to where now it's like, now it's narrative wise and cinematically like looking like it doesn't make sense. That would make sense for what I just saw. Just saying.
Well, here's a bigger problem that he's not gonna notice.
What?
They probably chopped that shit because it was worse.
Maybe it was worse. Maybe. But this seems like the way he just explained that sounds like some sort of like contract thing, or people were begging for it, so just release it, but don't release all the episodes of it. Like, my biggest problem was the rushing thing. Like, I could see Kevin Feige saying no to this show because there's John Wick headshot murders in this show. Right? I could see that. I could see the head of the Marvel Universe guy being like, yo, there's too many, headshots. Pause. I could see that. But I don't know. Let's see if he explains more. Let's see if this guy explains more.
Into an identity politics corner.
Deadpool.
He smoked.
No, that's different. That's much different.
It's still Disney, though, right?
That's much different than a cinematic universe, because look at, Daredevil was in this show, right, in the first episode. Daredevil was also in the Spider-Man Marvel fucking movie, the Disney/Sony Spider-Man Marvel fucking movie, right? He was in that.
Say that one more time. Spider-Man was what?
In Spider-Man, I forgot the name of it. Was it Far From Home or something? Or the one where there's multiple universes and Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield come back and shit like that.
Okay.
That's Spider-Man. Daredevil was in that Spider-Man movie.
Okay.
Daredevil is also in the first episode of this series.
Right, because
Kingpin Daredevil
is part of Spider-Man's world. He's just
–
all of New York's kind of like world is being combined into these episodes.
Yes.
Like Punisher, Daredevil.
Those come from Netflix, right? And they're a lot more violent than any of Disney's content. All right?
Except for Spider-Man, sure.
No, it's like there's Spider-Man and there's no fucking violence like this. Or like...
No, that's what I'm saying,
Daredevil.
except for Spider-Man.
I'm just saying, like, there's
pretty Ben Affleck Daredevil. There was some bloody shit.
That's not Disney. That's not Disney Marvel Universe shit.
Okay.
I'm just saying. But I don't know. Maybe the episodes were so bad but the first 3 episodes did not look that bad. So I wonder what Feige saw.
Daredevil was in the Punisher, the one with what's the guy's name?
John Bernthal, I think is how you say his name. Shane from Walking Dead.
Yeah, all he was his lawyer, though.
Yeah, but that Punisher.
So I mean, that cross is there.
No, that Punisher was in. Like, Daredevil was before Punisher. Punisher shows up in Daredevil's show, and then Punisher gets his own show. Makes sense?
Okay, I never watched that Daredevil. I think I know what you're talking about.
Okay, that same Daredevil.
But the only Daredevil I know was the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
No. That exact Daredevil from the Punisher Netflix series is also the exact same Daredevil that's in this show. It's in the first episode of the show, which is the same Daredevil, same actor, all of it, as the guy in the Spider-Man movie.
Okay, so it's like WB's Superman.
No, it's Marvel. They're trying to merge every single universe they can with all the properties because dipshits fall for it. Go ahead.
No, like Green Arrow was Smallville's.
Yes.
Green Arrow.
Oh well, I don't know
that's
that.
what I mean.
But yes, they are universe builders.
They're interlinking them like that.
Yes, that is what Marvel's cinematic universe has been for years now. But all right, let's just keep this playing. Maybe it was the quality. Who knows?
The Peace Pipe trimmed it from 8 episodes to 5 episodes and dropped it all at once in the beginning of January on 2 streaming services. And it totally wasn't an attempt to boost what will be abysmal streaming numbers. And because it wouldn't be a Disney Marvel product without having to do some homework, Echo is a spin-off from an MCU bait and switch series Hawkeye that nobody watched that will turn into an MCU solo series that no one will watch. Okay, except for YouTubers. Based on a Z-list villain from the Daredevil comics that the showrunners felt so passionate about, they completely changed the character. When it comes to Marvel's Echo, director Sidney Freeland made a major decision. Maya Lopez would have different powers than she has in the comics. In an interview with Variety, Freeland didn't want to spoil the changes she made, but made it clear how she felt about the original Echo's abilities. Her power in the comic books is that she can, like, copy anything, any movement, like any one.
Nerdrotic, your pussy's talking. I need you to turn that down. Just talk like in a normal voice. See how these dudes do this? Like, they're weirdos, man. He's actually weirdos.
What?
They remind me of dudes who stand outside like kids' bathrooms and shit. Like,
I don't get it.
I'm saying the way these dudes behave, it's like, do you guys stand outside of bathrooms and shit like weirdos? Like they act like weirdos. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's cringy.
What? Because they're citing the lore of the character?
It's the way he's reading this. I'm like, are you some weirdo that sits outside bathrooms? Like, actually, you actually come off as a weirdo. Like, who? Why are you doing that? It's like it's clearly for his fan base and money, but it's like, who's falling for that shit? Like, come on, guys. He's acting like a weirdo. If it's something, what did I say to you at the beginning when you first started watching this Echo show, Dubster? I said, if it's trash, there's no reason for you to force it. You'll see it as trash. And what happened? We saw it as trash.
No,
this dude is trying to force a shit to look bad when it's like, if it's bad, you don't have to do that. You just enjoy it. Like, or you just see it as bad.
No, what I'm asking is what's making him like the weirdo sitting outside the bathroom, because he's following all the
he's doing
around this.
No, he's doing like abnormal shit that's like only weirdos fucking do. Like some like why are you so into it to this degree? Towards a person you don't fucking know, and you're like, I don't know, he's like talking in this because it's female females taking over our work. So they talk like that. Like, it's like a weird thing to do. It's like, what? Like, why are you doing that?
Well, I think part of his issue is he wants basically the comic book to be copied and pasted and put on the TV.
Huh?
He wants the carbon copy of this character, Echo, to be redone, basically. It just repeated.
Okay, that's someone's personal taste, but you do agree he's not going to that level, right? He goes further. He's
getting there.
He's like a weirdo.
He's getting there. Read what's on the screen right now. Like, that's a big deal to him.
Her power in the comic books is that she can copy anything, any movement, any whatever. It's kind of lame. Freeland told the publication, I will say that is not her power in the show. So the fuck what? So what?
He probably cares deep. He probably cares.
Oh, then he's a fucking loser then, bro. He's an idiot. He needs to stay away from fucking cinema again. This is the ghost shit. Where it's like, yo, stay away from fucking cinema. Yeah. Go read your comic books. Go enjoy those. Why do we need your input on The Matrix, man? At all. Like, ever. Why do we need your input on Batman? We don't, like, stay in the comics, man. Leave the movies and TV shows alone, honestly. I know the fans of this guy or someone who respects his opinion will not get what I'm saying. It will play out over time. I'll be like, fuck, I told you so. I've done it in the other world over there. Quote unquote politics. But like, it is what it is.
Here's the other part of that. Why do you want Disney, who's butchering your favorite character, to make them the same way and still butcher your character?
But it's felt the reasons why the shows suck. It's filmmaking things. It has nothing to do with like. He's portraying it like it's because it's a female or something. Because like, he's doing the voice like oh, it's some girl. She doesn't know anything about comic like type of thing.
What I'm saying, if he's got this problem with Hollywood or Disney doing this stuff awful, and then he's like, "See, you changed my character, but you think it's awful."
Yeah.
So what do you care?
I don't
Because it's
know.
my character. Well, you don't want him to portray your character badly, right? So let him change it.
Okay, I will say this: if you're in love with dicks, right, and then I put a pussy in front of you, just because you want a dick in your mouth does not make that pussy bad. I'm just gonna say that right there. That's what these idiots are doing with their shows. They want dick so bad that the things that when someone puts pussy in front of them, they're like, "Ew, gross! This is disgusting. This changed my shit around. This is not what I like. Where's the canon? This isn't canon dick. I want canon dick." It's like, nah, bro. Someone changed around. They put pussy here. I want canon dick. Then don't fucking watch it. Go enjoy your dicks on the side over there, bro. Stay away from the art form of telling stories through film. If it bothers you that much, like fuck. But all right.
But made it clear how she felt about the original Echo's abilities. Her power in the comic books is that she can like copy anything, any movement, like
fucking
any
little
whatever. It's
puny
like
men,
kind
bro.
of lame. Sydney told the publication, "I will like say that's not her power."
He's doing the
To be
lips
fair,
thing.
Maybe she misspoke. Maybe she meant make her powers lame, which she did. But we all know why they went ahead with the character Echo. She checks some boxes, but not enough apparently. They needed to add a couple. In the comics, she is a deaf indigenous female, and in the D+ series, she's a deaf indigenous body positivity female amputee. While there's no official word on whether she's gay or not, it's assumed. And still, the architect of the MCU,
He went
Kevin
there.
Feige, thought that
Was I wrong about everything I was saying? Is he not a weirdo that sits outside bathrooms? Is he not like that? Like maybe he doesn't do that personally, but his personality is that. Or the character he's more likely the character he's playing on camera for his audience is probably like that. Like it's
Hold on. I didn't watch all of this show. So was there ever like a defining moment she's a lesbian?
no.
So this is him
There's no romance in the fucking show for her.
So he's just got the vibe that she was lesbian and went with it.
I was hoping for it, but you know.
But no,
I'm a
he
normal
got the
dirty
vibe.
freak. He's a weirdo.
But Nerdrotic got the vibe she was lesbian and just went for it right there.
I don't know. I guess so. I don't know because I don't know. I don't understand how he got that.
Body positive. Is he saying she's fat?
I thought she's hot. That was my opinion.
No,
But
what Nerdrotic just said.
I think he's saying amputee shit.
Body positivity means like fat woman with confidence about it.
I think they're saying amputee.
I don't think she's exactly fat.
Well,
she's what? Like she's got a little bit of.
I think he meant amputees. I think that's what he meant. Amputees.
Oh,
but she's definitely thicker, and it's like if you don't like that, you're probably.
She's
gay,
not
man.
fat. She's not fat.
She's fucking hot. This dude, like, if we pull this dude aside, like, are you in shape, bud? like, look at you, bud. Like, that's the weird shit. Like, that bothers me, man. These dudes are like staring at fucking steroided Jack Reacher all day, bro. Trust me, if Reacher was good writing, I mean, I'd still point out that he's on steroids and shit, but it'd be good writing. Period. But it's not, bro. It's lazy, lame shit. It's the shit you just watch, except they gave them a full season ahead of time. I bet Echo would have played out the same way if they said guaranteed 10 episodes or whatever, 8 episodes. It's following the same train of thought of simple, cliche storytelling. It is. That's what Reacher is. But these fools have made it into a fucking giant, like, apparently, it's such a good show. You know what else I recommend? Tulsa King. Like, are you fucking kidding me? These guys suck, bro. They ruin the shit I like, man. They've dipped their toes in the shit I like. It's bothering. It's in my way.
Let's see what else Nerdrotic has a problem with this about.
Yeah, 3 minutes in. Here we go.
Or not, it's assumed. And still, the architect of the MCU,
like,
Kevin
holy
Feige,
shit,
thought this
bro.
was unreleasable. And after I've seen the fixed product, he should have stuck
Like
with that
preying off
decision.
single
But
white
again,
females.
he
I mean,
can't because he
single.
wouldn't get headlines like this. Marvel's
My bad. I
Echo,
mean,
a cultural triumph
strong
in
men.
storytelling. Stars of Echo discuss Marvel's indigenous superhero spin-off. Chaska Spencer commends Echo for beautifully handled Native American representation. Echo star Alakwa Cox on Marvel bringing deaf and indigenous representation to the forefront and
Who are you quoting? There's no
Faggy.
no attribution to. Oh, this is all Feige, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he
acting
flip-flopped,
in ASL
and this
was
is what he's
challenging,
mad
and it was
about.
challenging to watch. Marvel's Echo is an imperfect but wonderfully
These look like news
important
headlines.
show. And why is it important? Well, the answer is obvious and previously stated.
Representation.
Representation.
If you don't believe me, let's
That
go
lady
to
looks
Marvel.
tired of
He's
life,
taking a
I'm not
page
gonna
out
lie.
of the Rings of Power playbook and hear from some super fans who totally aren't
Ooh, Ring of
influencers.
Power reference.
It is a Ring of Power reference, and it's like a black girl, like I guess pop culture dancing or something. Like he's such this. Admit it, Dubster. Admit it. This Nerdrotic is a fucking loser, bro. He's a loser. It's like,
Yeah.
you're a
He-
fucking
he
dork, bro. This
He
dweeb ass
tags
dude.
on. He tags on to the social justice warrior movement, but doesn't even fucking get the problems with it. He doesn't relate to the people he's trying to relate
Like,
to.
this dude I could stuff in lockers, man. Like, what do I do with that? What do I do with that? Fuck, man.
It's like who he describes as Chad is no one that would hang out with him.
I don't know what he's looking like. What are you looking for in all of this? Like, I would that'd be my honest question to this guy. What are you looking
Chad,
for out of a film?
Who you consider Chad Nerdrotics beat you up in high school.
Well, hold on. 'Cause this is all right. I'm done like partially trolling and joking about the guy. Like, honestly, what is this guy like? Except to take what he says is good, right? But you can't really do that because it can usually just be a counter to something that is quote unquote SJW, right? Like it seemed like his propping up of House of the Dragon was based on the Rings of Power, right? It kind of seemed like that. Like, oh,
say it again.
Look, him saying House of the Dragon was good. It seemed partially based on because he needed to say Rings of Power was bad. Does that make sense?
That's what you're hoping. I don't think so. I think he was just that delusional and that
No,
hyped
there's no
because-
way someone's that blind. No way.
Dude, he did not even notice the magical horse. No, he was cheering on the magical horse. He was like seriously thinking the guy could talk to horses. You
Yes,
don't
I
remember
remember.
him?
Yes, I remember that. I think it's the Christian
they
Cole thing
were-
a little more egregious, but God.
But in episode 5 of House of Dragons, they were like, maybe he does. Like they were laughing about it, but they were like, maybe that's a new power.
As stupid as that's like, yes, that's egregious. But the Christian Cole thing, where he just beats the shit out of this dude in the middle of the dance floor and all, like, if you can't see that as like, wait a minute, that's not right. Something wrong about that. If you can't see that, like, God
And
bless you.
nobody's
God bless your
stopping
heart.
him.
Yeah,
No
like,
one's stopping Christian Cole from fucking just tearing up the dance floor and fucking killing the king's boyfriend.
yeah. You want to talk about lazy bad, right? That one episode in particular, but the entire series show to me. The first couple were like okay, maybe, but at a certain point, when there's time jumps like that, there's poor execution like that, there's poor writing like that, there's nonsensical things that happen like that, there's the foot
And they
fetish
just,
shit,
like-
all that shit
Hold
starts
on.
happening. You should or you're not a critic
And
anymore.
they
You're a
let-
fuckboy.
Him not noticing that they just let Christian Cole walk out of that room.
Yeah, after beating up the guard of
Killing, not
potentially the
beating up,
future
killing.
king.
The king's like hand.
The hand of the
future
prince.
king's hand.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Yes.
AKA since the king's hand was the future king's hand was the future king's lover as well. Like, so the
Yeah.
future king's pissed. Well, my guess.
It's like, did you?
is he would be pissed.
It's like, hey man,
They just let Christian Cole walk out the room.
Like, hey, Nerdrotic and all you fuckboys and fuckgirls that were reacting to that shit. I'll put you on an island where all you have to watch is House of Dragon Season 1. Congratulations. Guess what will happen? The amounts of torture. Like, the flaws will start peeling. It's like, hey, man, no more rings of power to fucking make yourself feel better about House of fucking Dragon. Like, in my opinion, that's like shifty. Is it not? It's like a shifty thing to fucking do. You're lying to your audience that you know are there. You know you have an audience, and you're lying to them in order to make what? Maybe some prediction correct? Right. Or
tell us more.
Female heroes look bad or something? I don't know where
Nerdrotics. Tell us more about how you enjoyed the time jumps.
Yeah, we were guessing.
Dragon.
We were like guessing and shit. Like, is it 5 years? Okay, 4 months. Like, you have to like find clues throughout the episode to find out where the fuck are we and what time period are we?
Yeah, sometimes they told us, sometimes they didn't.
The pump fakes of the king's death that they did like 3 to 4 different times, where they pump faked him dying, and he's just back to the next episode. It's like, holy shit, man. I watched reactions where people are like, oh shit, he's dead. Then he comes back to the next episode, and they don't even react to that part. Like, what are you doing here? You should be dead, bro. Based on the way you subverted us.
And the fact the chair killed him, dude, and it never killed anybody before, never killed anybody since.
Apparently, but I don't know if that's some book shit. Was it perfectly to a T? If House of the Dragon Season 1 was to a T loyal to the books, guess what? Your book fucking sucks. It doesn't all of a sudden, like, it's so loyal to the books, though. It doesn't make it good, though. Like, is that what these idiots fall for? Fuck, bro. It's going to end up being a 2-hour video. Let's keep going.
Keep playing it.
These people are so
the Rings of
stupid.
Power playbook and hear from some super fans
Black girl
who
dancing,
totally
huh?
aren't influencers.
I love the fact that
gay lisp.
that I got introduced to
You watch Reacher.
It was American Sign Language. It was Indigenous history.
Is he doing female girly voice while you watch Reacher? Come on, bro.
No, that's a bad show too.
There's a Gold's Gym in the 90s full of gay men that has your name all over it, Nerdrotic. If you're going to do the lisp thing and then also watch Reacher, like, it's all there for you, bro. Anyways.
So it wasn't just an action show.
As a deaf person, I feel very proud to see that on screen.
Nice leading lady vibes. She's very cool.
It's the new MCU.
Someone signing in the middle of a fight was incredible.
So cool. If you're not a Marvel fan, this is a great way to be introduced to the Marvel.
He's about to make fun of deaf people.
It checks a lot of boxes. Unfortunately, it missed one. Good storytelling. All right, I put this off long enough. Let's talk about
but so does Reacher.
The show about a
finally, he's going to talk about the show now.
Body positivity female
finally.
Superhero. Again, Echo was supposed to be an 8-episode series that was cut down to a 5-episode series, but technically it's a 4.5-episode series because the first 30 minutes of the first episode are a slightly more fleshed out previously on from a series you didn't watch, Hawkeye. The plot goes something like this. 5 months after the events of the Kate Bishop show, where Echo defeats Hawkeye and kills the Kingpin, the deaf indigenous body positivity female amputee Maya Lopez is being pursued by the Wilson Fisk organization, leading her to return to her hometown.
Like, bro, what does that have to do with the quality of the fucking show at all? What does that have to do with the quality? Why does he do that? I'm telling you, this guy sits outside bathrooms, man, taking notes and shit.
Hold on.
I guarantee it.
That's way into your measure of this show, though, that this was Kingpin died in the Hawkeye show.
I don't give a
so
shit
this is like
Hawkeye.
this is a prequel somehow to the Hawkeye show.
They're tied to each other. Hawkeye was in episode 1, so yeah, they're all. I just assume all these things are all tied to each other because that's what Marvel's been doing forever.
Well, they're half their problem is they can't figure out a timeline and they keep adding shit too, so it keeps fucking them up even more.
They'll do whatever keeps the fucking
that's a
shit
Marvel problem. That's a Marvel problem because they're doing all this shit and they can't figure out where they want to put shit in when they want to introduce a new character. So they're fucking making everything retroactively.
They'll do whatever keeps the shows going.
Right, and it's making the quality even worse.
Well, yeah, the quality's been bad. Just people. Sorry, just people don't notice these things.
I'm just saying it's not helping that they keep doing this.
The best, yeah, true. The best they've done is simple, like A to B storytelling without any hiccups. Like nothing special about it. No super highs, no super low. Like nothing like that. Just straight line. As far as plot goes and narrative, it's a straight line storytelling. That is it. There's nothing special about it. And that's the thing that maybe that's the thing. I think Anthony told me this guy likes that show, right? But it's not even loyal to the comics to that much of a degree. I don't think. Not that I know the comics, but it's like.
Oh, but see, that's him. Once again, he's saying to him, it's Opeth that's all obsessed with the comic books and the entirety of it all. So you're saying you want the movies and the TV shows to just be more of your comic books.
Sure. Well, Opeth, I think Opeth is a different story. I think I think he likes it straight up, even if it's not the most loyal to the thing, because we're getting our comic books on screen. Holy shit, he's having fun with it. This guy,
that's what I mean,
is being a miserable little prick.
That's what I mean. This is that mentality of like, just put my comic books on TV.
No, this is not that. What did we just watch for the first fucking minutes of this thing, bro? It has nothing to do with the quality of the shows. Are Batman fans really complaining about The Dark Knight, even though it's not quote unquote super loyal to the Batman character and lore? Like, are they really complaining that hard? Like, no, not really. A few fuckfaces, a few idiots who are like, please give me the comic books instead. This movie sucked. Right? There's a few nerds who are immature and like cinematically immature, right? They can't tell good from bad right in their faces. They can't tell quality right in their face. They can't do that.
They all love the Batman.
No, not all of them loved Batman. Because it wasn't their Batman. It wasn't the comic book. Oh, yeah, sure. So, some people, whatever.
It had no loyalty to the comic book.
The point is, these guys aren't judging quality. They're judging that shit first, and then they're trying to tell me about quality. But then they're also praising fucking Reacher, where it's like, that shit is fucking mid. It's super mid. Like, Reacher. Holy shit. Yeah, dude, we watch. It's a Fox 5 TV show, bro. In 2005.
They're telling you to watch Tulsa King, Reacher.
Tulsa King.
Yeah.
You're giving me 2005 TV shows? You're telling me that's the shit I should be watching? Like, come on. Like, guess what? Actually hiring a deaf girl who's an amputee is more interesting to me than watching Sylvester Stallone sit in the backseat of a Cadillac going, hey, yo, for fucking 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 fucking episodes. Or Reacher recycling a story we've seen 10 million times. But it was a book, though. It's still mediocre. Like, these guys ruin the shit I like, man. Guess what? This show, Echo, is not good at all, in my opinion. The first 3 episodes are mediocre to below mediocre. Like, they're in that range. The last 2 are just bad. But for, like these guys, these dipshits' reaction to this normally, like, super normal, mediocre show is now fucking affecting shit I like, bro. It's affecting it.
Anthony, did you just get here?
No, I was watching a little bit of it.
No, to the Nerdrotics thing.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
So he's already made fun of deaf people.
It's not going there. He's doing it because, at the very least, whether he believes it or not, he's nodding to his own audience and saying, "See, look, guys, look what they're doing." So now these little dum dums are conditioned to when they see X, Y, Z minority, gender, sexual orientation, amputee status, whatever the fuck. The next time they see that, they're gonna have a shrug and an eye roll for them the next time, regardless of quality. That's the thing where I'm like, yo, is Hollywood trolling these fools? To where one day, like Daniel Day-Lewis is like, I want to play an amputee that's gay and does this, and he just knocks it out the fucking park, like a performance for all time, an all time performance. And he's like, well, too bad you missed out. Like walks away. Like, are they trolling people? And by the way, these things have existed already. They've already existed in film.
What are you talking about? Nerdrotic is called out every time there's been a Native American movie made. Every time. Like, he's totally against. He hates that Native Americans are employed ever in Hollywood.
Every type of social human has already been represented in film. Sorry, before the year 2016. They've already been there, bro. They've already existed. It's like, oh,
lies.
Shit.
Lies. These are lies.
I hope people watch this so that I start getting political responses and they have no idea of where I've been as far as politics go. I'm just gonna melt them in front of everyone. I'm gonna eat your lunch right in front of you. But all right, here we go.
In Oklahoma, where she must completely ignore the misdeeds of her past, including murdering a lot of people on the orders of the Kingpin, reconnect with her Native American roots, endanger her family and community, and embrace her inner girl boss to destroy
Hold
more
on.
male
Hit
Marvel
pause.
legacy characters. From the initial
pause. What Marvel character has not endangered their own family?
Well, it's a cliched concept. That's why you see it
but
all over hero shows.
Why is he highlighting that?
I don't know.
Like, every character's family has been endangered. That's why some of them wore masks.
Well,
until Iron Man.
There's that.
That was the big thing about Iron Man. He wasn't gonna hide.
Yeah. He's Tony Stark. I mean.
Yeah. But Spider-Man wore a mask. Why? So he wouldn't endanger his family.
Yeah. Hide his identity.
But his family still was in danger.
Yeah. Just like this show.
Thor. His girlfriend. His family. Hulk.
Jane. Yeah.
Captain America.
It's kind of a cliche. Yes. That has been done.
So why is it a big deal this time? Why is it a big deal this time?
I don't know. No one knows. Actually, and he does bring up in this little thing, he brings up like her inner girl power. Guess what? I thought that was a fucking interesting, and if it was fleshed out and actually, let's be honest, Marvel, Disney, they're not going to do good writing. They're not going to do the writing I would want. The concept is interesting now because I know fuckface only sees vaginas. I see concepts. They were like, okay, this is cunningness. This is wisdom, or whatever they said. This is cunningness. This is wisdom. This is love. This is like, these are archetypes that she's supposed to be carrying with her. Like, that could be turned into something beautiful. Truly.
I wonder how he reviewed
like that ends Rogue Gallery.
I wonder how he reviewed X-Men 3 with Jean Grey becoming like the Phoenix, because it was way back in the day. It was before all the social justice warrior shit. If he recorded that shit 20 years ago, what would he have said about Jean Grey being Phoenix, becoming a girl power character?
I don't know. I know what he said about Cloak and Dagger, though. All right, sorry. I won't go there.
I don't even know what that is.
It's another Marvel TV show on Freeform, like a teeny bopper. It's a teeny bopper show. I guess he liked it, but whatever. Here's the thing: like, It's weird. This is why I call him a weirdo, sitting outside the bathrooms of people, like taking notes. Like, he's like a weirdo. Like that's why. There's a reason why I said that. It's like nonsensical.
I don't like the. I'll put it this way. I don't like the way they're doing girl power shit today, like they were back then. But I'm not looking at it like girl power is the end all be all problem. He's saying like anything with girl power is fucking bad.
Seemingly, well, it might be something where like I don't know, maybe they because they beat up a guy or something. Like you keep bringing it up with the Reacher shit. Yeah, I do scouting reports, but he brought it up with the Reacher shit where they're fucking. Was it like
the movie?
Thank God they don't have a 110-pound girl beating up these big guys. It's like it's a TV show. It's make believe.
Right.
That's one. Two. It's like,
dude, she has magical powers. Is that?
She does have magical powers, and she's not 110 pounds. She's actually a bigger woman, but that's not the point. It's. So let's let him review it.
He didn't have a problem when it was Storm. He didn't have a problem when it was Rogue.
These guys need to sit on islands. And you know what? Go enjoy your fucking island. You're gonna have some dipshit fan base. Like, go enjoy your fucking island. Go enjoy your meme that'll die off any day now and get replaced with something else, and you're gonna look like an old dipshit idiot spouting shit on the internet. That's what's gonna, in my opinion, gonna happen. Because guess what? Quality will win at the end of the day. At least I hope. I fucking hope. Or the culture will change and their idea of quality will change. To where it's not about just like, hey, this movie doesn't have this. This movie doesn't, like, that's what these dudes are doing. This movie doesn't have minority XYZ. So it must be better or good. That's what they're doing right now. Guess what? That's going to die off at some point.
The choreography where she actually whooped ass in the skate rink.
Bowling? Or not bowling, skating. Yeah.
Was good.
It's John Wick.
Whether you think a girl could actually do that or not, the choreography was good.
Well, me personally, I don't care for shit like that. But as far as what that is, as far as like that genre of action sequences, like yeah, it fits. It doesn't have the budget of
cool.
It doesn't have the budget of John Wick to be able to do a little bit extra shit to it, but it's right. Still quality for that genre thing. Yeah,
it looked cool. Like, sure, I'm like that in the sense of, a girl couldn't really do this shit. But it still looked cool. It was good choreography. It was a good fight scene.
It flowed, sure. But, well, all right, let's keep going. We got 12 minutes left in this video. Let's see if he actually gets to anything positive about the show.
Trailer that everyone was impressed with. Disney Marvel wanted everyone to believe that this will be in the same vein as Daredevil, especially when they touted that mature content warning.
Didn't watch it. Don't know.
It was in the vein of Daredevil for the first 3 episodes.
Echo would have been fine on the CW. The only potential violence is to the viewer from being bored to death. The first 4 episodes are a slog and not even worth talking about. America being bored to death.
My YouTube's so
Echo would have warning.
It was a lot of reading, is what he's saying. It was a lot of reading.
Aside from a couple of brief scenes, Echo would have been fine on the CW. The only potential...
This dude watches Reacher and telling me about... This should be on the CW. The guy who watches Reacher. Oh, fuck. In Tulsa King. Oh, God. Oh, Lord help these fools. Like, dear Lord, help them.
Hey,
they
Fox,
don't see.
Listen, a Fox sub-company of Disney does it better than Marvel, a sub-company of Disney.
He just called that skating rink scene where all the headshots and murders and all that shit happened. He called that CW. Like, that's insanity to me. That's absolutely insane. Even there was a shitty CG, like the dude who like got slumped over the counter and he's like spitting blood out and shit. That's CGI looking blood. That looked bad. The CGI looked really bad to me. But that's still like a uber violent scene where he dies with his eyes open while hanging upside down, bro. Basically hanging upside down, like leaned over chairs and shit. It's like, bro, that's not gonna be anywhere near the CW, bro. They will get.
And you're saying what I was talking about, like Green Arrow and Flash's TV show?
That is CW, yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That scene would be nowhere near CW. Right. Here we go.
Right.
Aside from a couple of brief scenes, Echo would have been fine on the CW. The only potential violence is to the viewer from being bored to death. The first 4 episodes are a slog and not even worth talking about. American Sign
A lot of reading.
He's
He
mad
doesn't like
because
reading.
Yeah, he can't handle subtitles. Get this fool out of here, bro.
A slog and not even worth talking about.
Say, hey man, go watch Apocalypto.
ASL would work in an indie film or some.
Fuck no, that's a boring ass movie.
Not in a superhero show. You're constantly waiting for the character's ASLR to catch up to what you can read on the screen. It was more like ASLMR, and after that nearly 30-minute
not in a superhero show.
The vast majority of this series is filled with Alakwa Cox's stunt woman riding a motorcycle, excessively long montage scenes set to a pop song with characters we don't care about looking sad, repetitive sweeping shots of the same mural.
You didn't think the
Is that not? Is that? I'm sorry. Is that not Tulsa King? Is that not Tulsa King? Is that not Reacher? Oh, but they play blues music, so it's like it's all right. If they play blues music, then it's different, right? I didn't know he liked old black men that much. He likes blues, man.
You know what
It's the same thing.
I didn't know?
He's an idiot. Oh,
Sylvester Stallone was Italian. I didn't know that.
You're trolling.
I think they
Italian
You
didn't know that?
He's not. No, he's not really Italian.
He's Italian.
Oh.
Hey, Rocco, hey. Italian stallion.
And lots and lots and lots of indigenous representation, only occasionally interrupted by pure cringe.
Kingpin had his run. It's time for Queen. He's handing me Queenpin.
That was the title that he gave her, I think.
Is that one scene what makes him think she's lesbian? She was getting groped and she didn't like it.
I guess.
Why? That's right. Maya
Damn,
Lopez,
she beat that.
or Echo,
Beat that, yeah.
the hit deaf indigenous female body positive woman who used to work for the Kingpin and now thinks he's
Which
dead.
is the
Either
character.
wants to take
Which
down
is
or
the
take over
character.
His organization. Your guess is as good as mine. And as far as those cameos are concerned that director Sidney Freeland teased, well, there's a repurposed Hawkeye cameo from the Kate Bishop show, and yes, Daredevil. In this corner, weighing in at 195 pounds, back in his proper red costume, is Daredevil. Finally facing off against his C-list comic book nemesis, weighing in at a flabby 150 pounds, Echo.
Holy shit. I'm telling you, this guy sits outside bathrooms. What did I say, Dubster? What the fuck did I say? What did I say?
He sits outside bathrooms and
He sits outside bathrooms and takes notes like a weirdo. Like, who's this dude? He's like, yo, why are you looking at my kid, bro? He's one of these weirdos. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not calling him a pedophile. I'm not calling him a creeper like that, but he's a creeper in some weird way. I'm telling you, bro. What did he call her? Flabby? Like, yo, hey, man, do fucking... I would bully this fool, but yo, get on the ground and give me 50 push-ups, you little pussy. Like, I'd bully him, bro. This dude's fucking talking about other people's bodies.
He did call her. He called her flabby.
He called her 150 pounds, 150 flabby pounds or something like that.
Go back. Just I want to hear it again.
I'm sorry, but see this Daredevil dude? That's not a large man at all.
No, he's puny.
He's kind of a small guy.
He called him 195, and I was just thinking to myself, "There's no way that dude's 195 pounds."
I'm telling you, this fool has been.
He's dreaming about this dude. Like he thinks he's buff as fuck, so he's 195 pounds.
He's been watching too much Reacher. He's all into the muscles, man. It's like, yo, who's gonna take on Reacher, huh? You can't defeat
This
him.
dude,
He's the weirdo in the corner.
This dude at best is 170 pounds.
He's probably like 5'9".
No, he's taller than me.
This dude's 5'9", 5'10".
5'10", 5'11".
He's probably 185 pounds.
No,
tops.
No. I'm saying 170.
It could be.
But anyway, I want to hear this.
Yeah.
He calls her flabby.
Yeah, there we go.
Hawkeye cameo from the Kate Bishop show, and yes, Daredevil. In this corner, weighing in at 195 pounds, back in his proper red costume, is Daredevil. Finally facing off against his C-list comic book nemesis, weighing in at a flabby 150 pounds.
Okay,
Echo.
hit pause. Hit pause. Are you? Is there a visual to your camera for this recording?
A visual? What do you mean?
Is your camera gonna show anything? No, I want you to find her in like a sexy dress and show it on camera.
I can cut it in.
Yeah, just show it. I want to see what she looks like, and the recording should see what she looks like, and is dressed up attractively. Let's see if she's flabby or if she's like physically fit.
And she's beautiful, but some men are gay.
Well, I don't like her face that much, but I think her body's perfectly fine.
You want like a
There you
body
go.
shot?
Yeah,
there's a dress,
like her in a dress or something.
Oh wow! Look how terrible she looks. Is her all in the left?
She got like a skirt style dress anywhere on there?
It's getting weird now. We're looking like Nerdrotic.
No, it's just like, let's be honest about what's flabby.
You think you're a man, huh? How can let's see you take on Reacher, huh? Get him, Dad. He's fucking little weirdos, bro. Like
150.
She's thicker, 100%. She's thicker. Like, it's hot.
But if you think 155 pounds for a girl is flabby,
I don't know where he's going with that. Does she need to have? She needs a Reacher sick pack.
Well, dude, what's expected of a woman? Like, sure, you get around the 180 point for a girl, possibly she's fat.
Depending on height.
Some girls can do that. Yeah, depending on her height.
Whatever.
200. Yeah. But you get what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Nah. Her body's right or fine.
I don't know what he needed.
Right. She's not Halle Berry, sure.
I think his point was to be mad about like the way people look and them fighting people that are like clearly bigger than them. But then again, that has always happened. Like Tom Cruise has been in how many action movies where he's beating up giant humans, and
he's not punching up in any of them. He's never punching up. For some reason, he's never punching up to a vertical. Like, it never looks like he's punching up at somebody.
Well, I have an explanation for that, Dubster. It's a movie and it's make believe. That's my main explanation.
What are you talking about? This shit's real. We're the original Jack Reacher is saved the day.
It's like so stupid, bro. Like, what are these idiots doing? Like, come on, man. Like, yeah, there's really a dude in a bat suit running around in a fucking Batmobile beating up people. Like, stop that. Alright, whatever.
Flabby 150 pounds Echo in a
Cripple fight.
Yeah, playoff is South Park. Playoff with people way funnier.
He's literally making fun of a handicapped person for being
out of shape. Echo stands in with Daredevil.
Oh, she's clearly out of shape, huh?
In the he runs away, never to be seen again for the rest of the show. But enough of that.
Yeah, that'd be a
Despite
thing.
Echo
But
being
that has
billed
nothing to
as
do
a
with
When was the
return
last
to
time
the gritty,
you rolled
grounded
around on a
Marvel
mat?
of old, which Kevin Feige
Now look
had
how
nothing
in
to
shape he
do with
is.
at Netflix. It ends
I
up
bet
not even
he
being
hits like a
drama.
max
It's
up.
just a
I
series
bet he can
of
punch really hard.
events about indigenous family.
You can punch pills.
Who are all from
Punch
the
pillows
Chaco
really hard.
tribe. There's Scully, Maya's step-grandfather, played by Graham Greene, who, quite frankly, is the only good thing in this aside from
Free Willy!
Daredevil, but he only exists to occasionally share some wisdom with the insufferable Echo. There's Henry Lopez, Maya's uncle, who also works for...
He just made a deaf girl insufferable. She doesn't even speak, like she can't speak. He made her insufferable. Like, that's cringy, bro. Please, I beg you, whoever's watching, like, please don't follow this dude. He's an idiot. You're gonna go down with it. You're gonna go down with him, bro, and his folly. This idiot.
She's out of shape though, bro. She's only got 1 foot, but she can roll around like John Wick, but she's out of shape.
He's flabby, man.
For the Kingpin and owns a
Where I'm from, we
rink
call that
who
sexy.
doesn't want to
But
help her
if
until
you're
he does after being betrayed by
a man looking for
the only person Maya appears to
another
like,
man
but
with
don't
bigger
quote me
muscles.
on that because I'm not really sure, is Cousin Bonnie, who only
Oh, it's a
exists to
cousin.
be a hostage, and Cousin Bonnie. Maya's other cousin is Cookies or Biscuits or whatever the hell his name is, who plays the obligatory Disney Marvel effeminate male assistant to our insufferable
Effeminate?
MCU protagonist.
Hey,
Maya's
he's
grandmother,
comic
Chula,
relief.
is the only other character who seems semi-fleshed out. She's haunted by the death
You know,
of her daughter. She has
Kevin
some
Hart with
mysterious
every
powers, and
rock
she makes
movie.
Maya's costume. Sorry to go all Chris Stuckman there and basically just say their names and give very little context, but those were the cards I was dealt. This brings us to Maya Lopez, or...
By the way, these fools just caught on to Chris Stuckman. They just caught on to him, by the way.
Who's that again? Who's Chris
Another
Stuckman?
movie reviewer who's I've been saying is dog shit, but these fools have just figured him out. I think they're looking these Nerdrotic critical these idiots. They're idiots, man. What do I call them? Culture warriors?
So they
Do
said
they have a
something
name?
about Stuckman?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They reviewed his.
What'd they say,
They reviewed his top 10 movies list or whatever, top movies of 2023. 10 days after us or something. But they did that, and I don't know. They're calling like, oh, like this guy doesn't even review movies; he just says shit, and then the review's over. Like yeah,
That's what you're
yeah,
doing.
duh. No, these guys think they're giving detailed critiques of the film, but they're not. Yeah. There's detail.
Didn't
but
he make
some of
a?
it doesn't
Didn't
seem to
he
be
make a?
film orientated? Yeah.
Didn't he make a top 10 of the year video too? I thought we watched it.
I hope so. He didn't. If he did, I didn't see it. I hope he did. I'll definitely give it a watch. Give it a little review. I don't think these guys are allowed to make top 10 movies because then it's like, oh,
where do
you're
you think
exposing yourself. Oh, you're exposing your quality. Got it.
Where do you think he's putting Oppenheimer?
Probably 3 or 4. It's obligated to be 3 or 4 apparently. But they might be more likely to go with the top 10 worst movies. But I'd rather see their best movie. I'd rather see what do you guys consider quality, and then actually fully explain why it's quality. And we saw what happened with that because we watched the House of Dragon shit after we watched House of Dragon, right? We'd watch an episode, then we watched their reaction to it. You'd be like, wait a minute,
right? You're an idiot.
You guys are calling this good. Okay. Got it.
Until 9.
Yeah.
It just broke him.
Apparently. There we go.
He couldn't believe a woman could control a dragon and climb out of a hole.
Here we go.
Echo. In the comic books, Echo is from the Cheyenne tribe, but the showrunners felt so passionate about giving us an authentic indigenous experience, they changed it to the Choctaw tribe and cast an actress from the Menominee
Why do you
tribe.
know that, and why do you know?
We learned that the deaf indigenous body positivity female amputee Echo lost her leg in a car accident as a child when a shard of glass broke off from the windshield. And I guess the child actress playing the very young Maya Lopez decided to channel the older Maya Lopez by showing absolutely no emotion when this happens. I doubt the writers of this show know that windshields or windows don't break like that. I'm not going to say it's impossible,
Jack
but
Reacher.
it's highly improbable. What would have made more sense is just her leg being crushed in the car accident. Hell, a freak accident at a casino would make more sense than this.
What?
What are you saying?
What is his problem with how the window broke?
Doesn't matter. Like this, the horse. He's the horse.
It does matter, doesn't it? Because he's saying it's something about her leg being amputated.
The glass went to her leg, and then I guess she had to lose her leg or something. And then the little girl.
Care? Look, what I'm getting at is, why does he care? Because it's a requirement that she's a amputee for the character.
I think he's saying that wasn't part of the character, but that's
it was.
Okay.
No, the character was a Native American woman that had an amputated leg, and she was deaf.
Got it.
His problem with the character is she fits the character.
Well, I don't know that.
It's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
Well, yeah, he brought up like that they're trying to give a rise to the C-list character. I'm like, dude,
but
isn't that? I thought that was Captain America and
He-
Iron Man.
He
I thought they were
hates that
C-list or B-list.
they went out and seeked an actual person that fits the character.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
No, he hates that.
Apparently. What? Why would it matter? For me, like this is. You see? Okay. Do you hear how dumbfounded I sound? It's because like, why would that even matter? If they were just like, you know what, we're gonna write that this character cuts her leg, her leg gets cut off, and she ends up going deaf. If they wrote that in, why the fuck would I give a shit? I care about the quality of the character. Now, if you're a comic book nerd fanboy, stay to the fucking comics or wait for a different iteration to happen in film. That's all I can say to you.
What I'm saying is, they knew that was the character, and they sought it out to please you, Nerdrotics, and you're bitching about them actually providing for you what you wanted.
It's not good enough. Where's the horse at, Dubster? Huh? Where's the fucking horse? There could have been a horse that fell on her and tore her leg off.
He doesn't want his Native American to be happy they're Native American. Don't want him to be happy that she's a woman. Doesn't want her to be positive about her
what?
Amputated leg that she's really had in her real life.
Yeah.
And she needs to lose some weight.
Let's be honest.
And she needs to lose some weight.
Like, if you're not attracted to that one, you're...
I don't like her face.
I'm not going to call you gay. I'm going to call you homosexual.
Right.
If you're a Reacher fan and not attracted to her, you're a homosexual. This is not fair because I'm less... Like, these guys are like, oh, we don't like the political correct thing. Like, I'm less politically correct than probably anyone I know. I'll say some wild shit. So it's like, I'm not fair for these fools.
Right.
Like, we'll say some shit.
She's hot, but for me specifically, it's just her face doesn't exactly do it for me.
Well, you're partially gay, so I understand that.
No, I just I have
no.
I have a Native American like preference.
It's
Like,
just, you know,
I've seen a gorgeous Native American woman before.
You're just like you're
perfect.
You're looking
Just
at
perfect.
her. You're looking at her face, and you're like, man, where's the dick at? Right? That's what you're doing, and then that's why you're upset. Okay,
No, my name's not Nerdrotics.
That's the thing. These fools will never open their fucking mouths to it. It's like Jackson Hinkle. It's like exactly Jackson Hinkle. Like where these fools will never open their mouths about because they know like I'll just say some like people will say shit here. That's the beauty. I'm probably going too far, but whatever. That's the beauty of like being around like this Discord shit where it's like, yeah, everyone can just say whatever the fuck they want type of thing. Like that's the beauty of it. It's like, guess what? If some asshole from out of nowhere like opens their fucking mouth, like you're gonna get shit on, bro. Like that's what's gonna happen.
Right.
If we're gonna be meaner than you can be.
If this dude has a Discord, he kicks people out all the fucking time. Guarantee it.
Oh, if he has a Discord, I'm gonna try to fucking join it.
Oh, and you
100%.
gotta beg to get back into, and like you're dealing with his moderators. Like, dude, if I want to call you a cunt, I'm gonna call you a cunt.
No, man, you can't say it on YouTube. My what was it? My monetization. It's like we don't give a shit about that. It's like, but yeah,
like,
bro, no one gives a fuck.
Think
about
we're
that
getting
over here.
monetized? What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying, bro. These fools that are free speech activists don't actually give a shit about that shit, bro. That's what
Right.
I think he's in that class of like of people. That's why he's doing the South Park little clip and all that. He's like daring people to quote unquote like censor him so that he can brag about it in his next video. We've seen this play before, and I'm like, this is why I'm trying not to go into politics stuff. All right, here's more of this fucking draft review.
But the dumb doesn't end there. Remember when I said series director Sidney Freeland said Echo's powers in the comics were lame? Quick reminder, Echo in the comics
Yeah, she
has
didn't like 'em. Find a different creator.
reflexes, basically the Taskmaster's powers. Any move she sees once, she can perfectly duplicate. Nothing original, but a hell of a lot better than what the hacks from this show came up with, echoing back to draw powers from past ancestors, and not just any ancestors, female ancestors.
Female.
Hold on, hit
Part
pause.
of the MCU
Hit
kicks in.
pause.
Throughout
Hit pause. What do we commonly associate with Native Americans? Paganism, right?
Paganism.
What's
I was gonna say
Yeah.
corn, corn.
no,
Doritos.
in the religious aspect. And what do they believe? That they're like interconnected all the way back through time.
Yeah, the spirits of our ancestors, all that shit. Yeah.
So why is this shit like it's part of their belief?
That once again, I get what you're saying, but me personally, I wouldn't give a shit about that. I don't care about that. I want it to be well written, no matter what angle you take. Either it's she can copy moves because like her name's Echo and she copies moves, or it's the echoes of her ancestors, or it's something else. Like it has to be written good. Like any one of those scenarios could be written well. Do you agree with that? I hope this fuckface agrees. I hope Nerdrotic agrees with that. But do you agree with that, Dubster? You can take any scenario, basically make it look like clean and work in a storytelling fashion.
I'll agree with them. This wasn't great.
No, this sucked ass.
Different
This sucked ass.
This power, but that's not the problem with it. It's how they did it.
Yeah.
It's not the fact that that was the power they went with instead of that power. It was how they did it.
Yeah. How they executed that was dog shit. And yes, I will leave. Like, I'm not going to give an excuse, but at the same, like, if you're supposed to be doing 8 episodes and you only do 5 and you start cutting shit out, that takes away. Not that I saw any type of hint of writing to where I'd be like, oh, if they had 3 more episodes, it'd be excellent. Like, nah, I'm not a Zack Snyder fan like that. It looked like it'd be mediocre at best, no matter what the fuck they gave them. Give him 30 episodes. It's going to be mediocre, in my opinion. Because I didn't see the bigger elements there. I didn't see the greater storytelling. So like, it is what it is.
What he told us, quoted from these people that wrote this, they said if we give you 3 more episodes, it would have been worse. So we thought it was worse. That's why we cut it.
Well, that's something to do with the Feige guy, right? Kevin Feige, who's like the engineer of the entirety of the. That's why I brought that up.
MCU.
Yeah, that's why I brought that up.
The entire MCU.
About fucking Daredevil and like the headshot John Wick shit is now being connected to the Disney super Disney flavored Marvel universe where they don't even show fucking
is that
blood.
new show? Is that new show Disney for the John Wick stuff?
What are you talking about? This?
No, the new John Wick TV show.
No.
That's like
no.
Oh, okay.
This is Disney. This is on Disney Plus.
Okay.
It's for adults and more mature,
yeah.
but it's not even more mature. I'm saying they show blood and shit like that, so it's in headshots, right? So
here's another thing I don't get.
Yeah.
The right is boycotting Disney Plus. Why is him an anti-social justice warrior watching Disney Plus and doing reviews of it?
I didn't know the right was boycotting Disney Plus. Are they boycotting Amazon too?
Yeah.
If they are, well, there's your Reacher show. I'm sorry. I have to constantly bring it back to that.
So why is Nerdrotics, this anti-social justice warrior fighter, I guess would be the counter word to warrior,
well,
reviewing things that the people that would be against social justice warrior alongside him, why is he reviewing things they would object to in the first place?
Well, because I don't think he would. Maybe he has, but I doubt he would call himself on the right. I doubt he would do that. I think he's supposed to be like, I'm just a normal guy, man, and these guys are invading my entertainment. The left is just.
No, he's on the right, bro.
He says he's on the right. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Never mind then. Well, he's probably mooching for money.
So he's just like, what is it?
Does he say that yet? Or is he?
Some newscaster was saying,
bro, yes.
What is it?
What do you think is the motivation behind being against the fucking woke mob and Disney and shit? What you think he's ghost? He's not.
I'm saying, does he state it? Does he state it out loud? Like, I am this type of shit.
Yeah, you fucking Tim Pool.
It's the way Ant responds. He's like, "Yo, you didn't know this?" Like, he's upset about it.
He left California, bro. He left California and moved to fucking Texas.
Of course he did.
Like,
because
he's literally an anti-Karen.
Okay,
he's a Karen.
So
he's forcing their Joe Rogan.
Mark Dice used to say this all the time. He kind of still does. I watch CNN so you don't have to. That's what Nerdrotics is doing.
Yeah.
I watch Disney Plus so you don't have to.
Thumbnails. His thumbnails are some of the cringiest things I've ever seen in my life. Like, who watches this? Who likes this shit? Like,
nerds.
Oh my god.
Nerds that got fucking bullied and shit.
I feel bad saying that a little bit, but it's like, man, do I have to take your hero and stuff him in a locker, like on camera or something? Like, what do you do about all this, man? It's like, dude, you guys are falling for.
You'd wonder, like, is it something like he can bring some of them on board. Oh, they're going against the Lord, and then it's like they build a community around, like, yeah, respect the comics, and then he's putting politics into it, and then you're like, you're in too deep. You can't get out at that point. You're like, nah. You just start buying into the fucking propaganda. I think there's some of those people there. Some of those people are there where it's like, fuck, I can't leave this. I can't hop off this train, bro.
It's like, god damn. Did he offer these dudes candy outside of a white van and shit, bro? That's what it's like. That's what you described. That's what that sounds like.
If you want to hear like cringe,
I'm already prepared now, bro.
Yo, if you want, you should review. It's kind of long though, but when he went to Comic-Con a couple months back.
Okay.
I was listening to a little bit of that, like randomly. I'm like, oh, I'm like, this is fucking cringe.
Was he outside the bathroom with a notepad taking notes? That's what I think of this dude, bro.
Apparently, like his whole squad took over Comic-Con because everybody was on strike.
What?
Yeah,
So he ran it basically.
They ran it. Yeah, they were the talent there.
And this is LA Comic-Con? This is LA Comic-Con?
San Diego, bro.
San Diego, yeah.
Okay, LA's the biggest one, but San Diego's right up there.
No, San Diego is the Comic-Con.
No. Yeah. It's not the Seattle one or the Tampa one.
You should dive into that fucking rabbit hole.
Maybe review it one day.
Oh shit!
I can't wait till one of these fuckfaces brings politics up. I bet you were a Hillary Clinton supporter. I can't fucking wait. I'm just gonna unmercilessly destroy them.
No, remind them you're a Bernie bro.
Shut up. Let's finish this.
I mean, like, bro, what do you think is the anti-man agenda? Like all this shit. It's too much on that side, bro.
How come you keep kicking real men out?
He doesn't have to say it. He doesn't have to say it. It's about that shit for you to know.
I'm just saying. I need I want the official statement so that I can move off of that. Okay, so this guy has said this. He's stated it clearly for everyone to fucking know, and then.
Yeah, I don't know how much more you want.
I don't want wiggle room. I don't want the Tim Pool wiggle room where like I never said I was on the right. I'm a moderate. I'm in the center. I take account from both sides and then I make my decisions. And it's like, meanwhile, it's like, bro, every decision you make seems to lean like this over and over and over again.
Yeah, Alex Jones on. Did you know?
Who had Alex?
Nerdrotic.
Nerdrotic had Alex. Why?
Yeah.
Why? For what?
Because Alex Jones is a truth teller.
Was it doing about what TV shows or something?
The agenda, bro. We should watch that.
I should.
Alex Jones does talk about how Disney has done all the social justice warrior shit.
He's had him on several times.
The goddamn Disney out here making TV shows for little kids about amputees and stuff. Like fucking losers.
Okay, look. I'm gonna send it to you.
What do they call it? The symbolism that's hidden in shit.
Put it in Mono movies.
Yeah.
Mono movies.
I gotta finish this video first. I got 6 minutes left.
No, go ahead.
Our video right now, this video is an hour and a half. Hour and 23 minutes right now.
Yeah, just hit play.
And I'm releasing the whole fucking thing.
5-episode series that feels like 18 episodes. We get flashbacks
to
previous ancestors.
I have the plot. I'm sorry. He said it feels like 18 episodes. Like, no, I just watched all this. Like, boop, it's over. It was trash. And I moved on. But this guy's obsessed.
Including the first Choctaw girl boss who led her people out of a spa after a mud bath with a woodpecker, followed by the second Choctaw girl boss from 1200 AD who was a female stickball player who with her tribe had to take on another tribe.
See how he says it like this and he like downgrades it? But if it was Jack Reacher just drinking a milkshake, like look at the muscles as he's look at the flex as he's sipping his proteins for the day. Like he turned into some sort of epic narrative.
It was awesome.
He turned into some epic narrative when it's like, dude, what are you talking about? I'm not saying this is good. It's just the shit he was.
Did you see him choke that dude with a phone? Yeah.
Alien. This dude's an alien. He was abducted by aliens. He's a clone. He got replaced by aliens, and he's here as a test for the rest of humanity. That's my guess. I'm going with that.
which
He beat
included the very first indigenous anabolic steroid users. Of course, she won the game because this is the MCU. Never mind the fact that there were no female stickball
that guy
players.
being
So much for
ripped
authentic.
the
The third
steroids.
Chocolate Girl boss was the
Jack Reacher.
daughter of a light horseman.
No,
the
and
Rangers of the tribe
the
who
Indian.
wanted to be
Oh
a
yeah,
light
the
horseman,
rival
but couldn't
in
because she's
the
a girl.
lacrosse
But she
game.
does it anyway because
Yeah.
this is the
So,
MCU.
just 'cause
and
he was in
saves all
shape,
the
he was
men
on
from the
steroids.
evil white men with a few
Nah, I don't
easy
know if he's on
shots
steroids. I didn't
and
look.
that signature
I didn't look
No,
that
he
hard.
just said that.
female
Nerdrotic
protagonist
called him
The
the
fourth
first
Chocolate Girl boss is Chula, Maya's
steroids user.
grandmother, who had a father
Oh,
with
okay.
pregnancy and gave birth to the fifth girl boss, Maya's mom,
Oh, got it,
who was
yeah.
also deaf, and indigenous Jesus, who possessed the powers of healing. And you guessed it, in the Chocolate
I mean, did
tribe,
he
only
watch?
women
Of
can
course, he
draw
watched
on the
Reacher.
power of other women in a time
It's like,
of need. But
bro, do you
apparently
secretly
they
like dicks in your
sat it
mouth or
out
something?
when the
Like,
Chocolate
who is this
tribe
guy?
was moved from Mississippi and Alabama
Seriously.
to Oklahoma. And I guess they have no problem helping out the unrepentant
Oklahoma,
sociopathic
okay.
murderer
Alabama
Maya
to
Lopez.
Oklahoma.
At no point
Yeah.
in this show
Yeah, that'd be a
does
fry
Maya
bread.
Lopez try to
Kind
atone
of
for her
Native
past,
American.
which is a bit of a moral quandary for anyone who lives
On the
outside of
res.
modern Hollywood. It's tough to follow around a protagonist who can't talk, can't emote, can't act, and who is completely unlikable. To
Can't
be
act,
fair,
huh?
any morality is a quandary.
Yo, it's so weird. It's so weird. Watch, he's completely like. You've seen characters.
Look
bro.
how
I know
mad he
he's.
looks.
I know he's seen characters that were bland as shit that he called good. He's like, I really love the part where Donnie did this or Bob did that. I know he's done that. He has action figures all behind him, man. Like, come on. I know there's characters that are just bland and trash that he's like, I celebrate them. I guarantee
wanna
there's
see
those
him-
characters.
I want
Oh
to see
my
him
God.
review. I want to see him review the Helen Keller movie.
I will. I wish he would review.
No, just think about it. It's about a woman that was deaf and mute. Let him talk trash on her.
Okay. We need a movie that's a guarantee. Like, this movie is good, and, and have him watch
blonde.
it. I need him
She
to
was
watch
deaf,
that movie.
mute, and blonde.
Maybe his corner is only comic book shit. Like, he can't judge like adult movies, which is why he doesn't realize that. You know, like, man, no offense, but Jack Reacher. I have to keep bringing it up. Like, it's if you're an adult male and you're that into the show like that, you're probably kind of gay. It's kind of gay.
What do you? If he reviewed Jesse Owens winning the Olympics with Hitler being in the stands, how do you think he would review it? Would he say that's quite an accomplishment that this black guy was putting to shame all the white guys when Hitler was calling for the purification, the best race?
The event, he won't say a fucking word about. But if they make a movie about it, he'd be like, well, here we go again. He's going to say that shit. He's like, here we go again. We know why this is coming out. It's like, is it to make white men look bad? Is that the sole purpose? Like, what? I want to know what he thinks why they're doing it is.
Let's say the guy's in shape to fit the role. Like, is that going to be problematic for you? For some reason?
Hey, Jesse Owens had white friends, man. Why aren't they in the movie? Huh? Why aren't they all over the movie? Why aren't they the stars of the movie, huh? They make it seem like that. They're wondering, like, hey, man, use a mirror and ask yourself, like, if you were strictly covering content this way, like this, you don't see why. Just forget about blue-haired college students. Just look at normal people. You don't understand why they would look at you and be like, man, is this guy racist? Tell me he doesn't. Like, does he not see that? He has to see that.
I can't wait till Hannibal comes out and it's Denzel Washington as Hannibal.
It's like, man, take the temperature, bro. Hannibal, what did you say? Hannibal Williams?
No, Hannibal as in Carthage, the conqueror that fought Rome in history, is going to be starred by Denzel Washington. Hannibal's supposed to be like kind of like a Greek descendant. that went to where we call Tunis, which is like near Morocco and shit today. So
I haven't seen this guy
there's-
cover real films ever. If he does, it's by accident. So
you know he covered that slave movie in Africa. It came out a year ago or something.
The woman shit.
Yeah, the Woman Conquerors. He covered that.
Which
He covered that.
I'm sure he did, but it was. Yeah, you're right. All right. Yeah, like, it's like, damn, that makes him look worse to me. Like, fucking loser. You fucking loser, bro. Do you get, like, I wonder if this dude flinches at interracial couples, like in real life, right?
He probably crossed the street like me.
He's going about his, shut up. He's going about his normal day. He's just standing outside the bathroom taking notes like he normally does. And then an interracial couple walks by. He's like, ugh. Like something in him like hurts a little bit or flinches. He's like, ugh. God.
What's his name, Matt? What's his name?
It's like, yo, you make it seem that way, dude. You make it seem that way. Watch him have like a black wife or something. That'd be hilarious.
What's Matt's full name on the YouTube?
Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me. For some reason I'm forgetting this. How am I forgetting this? Matt
H.
Matt
It
Hunter.
starts with an H.
Matt Hunter.
Matt
Oh,
Hunter.
shoot.
To quote Matt Hunter, if you see two blacks, you won't see me.
Oh, shit. See, this guy has no idea about Matt Hunters in the world. Matt Hunters would eat him. Like, he'd ban Matt Hunter, and Matt Hunter will hold a grudge till the end of time against this fucking fool. Really, it's poetry. All right, let's play this shit.
For modern Hollywood because they lost the ability to pretend to decipher right from wrong a long time ago. Anyway, this brings us to the one sole character anyone would even consider
right
watching this show for. Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin. Arguably, Disney Marvel's greatest villain was completely destroyed in the Kate Bishop show, and he returns to Echo to get destroyed some more. Somehow, Kingpin being shot nearly at
Disney
point
Marvel? You
blank
mean Netflix
in the
Marvel?
eye. Does he return to reestablish his empire and exact bloody vengeance, or does he come back to win the heart of the daughter who's not his daughter, who just so happened to try to kill him by begging her forgiveness, offering Echo his empire, and making her the Queen Pin? If you guess the latter, you're smart and you know your MCU.
Yeah,
But it
that's
doesn't
bad.
end
I
there.
agree.
At one point in the series,
That's already done in Marvel.
And it's no, but it's also it fucks up how he died in Hawkeye. I'm betting if him doing this because it went back in the timeline to do this, which messes up the timeline of him dying in Hawkeye, and he's kind of like bending the knee to her or like saying, "I'll give it all to you." And then them curing his heart at the end, that fucks up him being Kingpin to die with Hawkeye. Yeah, I agree. That's bad.
Yeah. And it's not, that wouldn't put it anywhere past my expectations of Disney. I don't know what he was expecting from Disney Marvel in the first place. Was he expecting some sort of masterpiece of writing? Like, come on, man. If you've been watching, if you forget about Iron Man 1, if you've been watching like just from the Avengers is like 2012 onward, towards like, oh my god, it's like a giant built universe. It's like it's a universe being built. Oh my god. Like, come on. Let's not be stupid about this. This is not the magnum opus of fucking writing. If you thought that, you're a fucking idiot. And what do you like? You're not an idiot. I hope you're just a kid or you're not in the movies that much. Like you just have fun at the movies. But if you're this guy who claims to be like, I'm deciphering and fucking chopping apart every little piece of content I see as far as like film or TV goes, it's like bullshit, bro. You're a fucking idiot. Like you don't know what you're talking about, in my opinion. When it comes to what is solid writing versus what is bad, like I don't think he has a fucking clue.
Oh, he reviewed Dune?
Good.
I didn't watch that. I can't weigh in on that.
He reviewed Ghostbusters Afterlife.
Good.
Is that the female one?
No,
Okay.
it is not.
Black Widow's a flop. The Rise of Skywalker's a flop.
Black Widow is
Review.
terrible.
Spoiler review. Eternals. Spoiler review.
Wait, they did make the Black Widow show?
Anthony, I need you to find me an actual film, and I need him to be the one
No.
reviewing it.
There is none.
Like I get like Dune, but like no, it doesn't count because he's watching it for blockbuster reasons. I need like an actual like this is like a film.
No.
Give me Gone Girl. Is there a Gone Girl? A Gone Girl review?
The Joker, no.
No, the Joker doesn't count.
What about the
I need Gone Girl or something like that.
The Full Moon Flower thing.
He didn't review that.
Flowers of the Broken Moon.
He doesn't review serious movies. Jordan's right, dude. It's got to be tied in with comic books.
Because he stands outside of bathroom stalls and takes notes.
But he did
Here we
review
go.
that Slave movie. He reviewed that Slave
He
movie.
reviewed Barbie, called it trash.
Of course he did. Because he's a Barbie fan, and it's in the comic books. It's like, wait a minute, no, it's not.
I'm not
Fuck.
watching Barbie.
Fuck! How did I end up?
It has nothing to do
How
with
did I end up outside your bathroom? Oh shit!
Mm-hmm.
So that's what that is. You're like, he reviewed Barbie. It has nothing to do with his world that he's covered, right? As far as like content wise, not his political affiliations.
I remember he liked The Mandalorian.
This is a man outside of a bathroom, bro, taking notes like a weirdo. Let's end this. It's 4 minutes left.
Echo to kill him with the
I have
hammer.
integrity. I must watch the whole thing.
And she says no. After Maya spurns Kingpin's offer of seppuku, this is where Echo goes from
You
just
like
a
the
boring
American
show
God.
to full-on MCU cringe.
Oh, yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yo, Anthony, go watch his review on Cloak and
In the
Dagger.
final battle, Kingpin brings his
Watch.
army to attack a local.
You want to talk about a show that looks like this show, but with more episodes and all that shit? Like they got to flesh out their idea or their vision of something. He called it. He liked Cloak and Dagger, apparently, from at the very least the first episode, where it's just a simply introduction episode. He's like, I like Cloak and Dagger. I'm liking this. This dude said that. Black dude named Tyrone, and white girl named Tandy. What's her name? Tandy, some shit like that. There's plenty of social political, and it's a teeny bopper. It's a teen show on a teen platform called Freeform. He liked it. The problem is it was 5 years ago. That's the main problem. If it was 1 year, if it was 1 year ago, this dude would be saying something completely fucking different. I think this dude is full of shit. God.
Was the black?
You just glitched out badly right there. Hello? He glitched out. I have a feeling he's going to ask, was the black guy good?
Hold on. Was the black guy like a Mandingo?
Oh, okay. All right, seen that porno. Let's keep it moving. There we go.
No, I only know that word from Django.
They're literally teenagers. they're teenagers in the show. It's not a teen show, right? If you look at like content, it's usually made for like a bracket below as far as age groups. So something like this show, where it's like bloody gunshot, John Wick shit. It's not made for adults. The storytelling is not on adult level. It's like, okay, this is made for teens. Guess what? Cloak and Dagger, quote unquote, made for teens, but really it's for younger than teens. It's for younger kids. It really is.
No, Rebel Moon don't count either, right?
Rebel Moon is made for. It's Zack Snyder's attempt to make it for adults, but Rebel Moon's not for anyone. I don't think. I don't think anyone's gonna like it. Shit.
No,
I think it's made for no one.
It's attempt to copy Disney.
No. I think that movie is strictly made for Zack Snyder fans. That's it.
No, but I'm saying him reviewing it doesn't count because it's an attempt at a copy of Disney. So it's still in his realm.
Oh, him reviewing Rebel Moon is a comic booky thing, bro. Let's be honest.
Yes.
Guess what? Mad Max is a comic booky thing. It is what it is. Like it's in that world.
It doesn't
Once
break
again,
his barrier, you know?
Finish this fucking video.
Powwow
God,
to
please.
get
I've
Maya
roasted
back.
him.
I'm not kidding. And if you didn't think
Just want to have some
things could get
integrity
any
and let
worse
everyone
with
know.
Gaia at the end of Secret Invasion, I raise you one
Gaia.
indigenous girl
Queen
boss
Daenerys.
Voltron.
no.
Memes.
And the MCU achieves maximum girl
Oh, because
boss
of,
today, and
girl-
Maya can even
girls
pass
doing
on
shit.
her powers. Even Grandma gets a shot in. And the unrepentant murderer defeats the Kingpin again by taking away his childhood trauma and making him cry. And this
She
completes
kills him
another
with love.
chapter
Got it.
of Disney Marvel's Hero's Journey, where the hero was great all along. All Maya had to do was go back home and talk to her grandma to reconnect with her powers. And that's pretty much it. What did we learn? Disney Marvel still sucks, and indigenous people can now see their authentic selves in an unrepentant murderer. Despite all that, I still have some questions. Why in the hell would this security guard feel up Maya? No offense. Why did Daredevil flee a crime
Wow.
scene with somebody who was still
He's
awake?
not only is he a cringy dude outside the bathrooms, he's gay as shit, bro.
He does not like women being touched.
No, he's just like, who would feel that up? I'm like, wow, you're so gay. Oh my god. And you watch Reacher at the same time. How many Nerdrotic, how many shirtless scenes have there been in fucking Reacher, bro? How many have you been watching, bro? Be honest. It's probably stamped in your fucking psyche somewhere, bro. You close your eyelids, you probably see shirtless, steroided Jack Reacher, bro. Like we're in that territory, man. He said, "Who would touch her?" Like, she's fucking hot. I don't know about him. Like, she's hot to me.
People can now see their authentic
Who would
selves
touch
in an
her?
unrepentant murderer. Despite all that, I still have some questions.
oh,
Why in
man.
the hell would this security guard feel up Maya? No offense. Why did Daredevil
No
flee a
offense.
crime scene with somebody who was still awake who just committed a murder without at least questioning Maya? To be fair, it's not like she was going to talk.
How
The
does
guy who
he
stood
think
toe-to-toe
she's
with
not
Kingpin,
attractive?
the
This
Punisher,
man of men.
Bullseye, and 100 ninjas have a hard time with a flabby 150-pound girl. Where were the Choctaw ancestors during that whole Manifest Destiny thing? How did a deaf body positivity amputee jump around a train before she connected with her powers? And why in the hell would you do Kingpin dirty like
because it's a
that
TV show?
by having him defeated again? Did Disney learn nothing from Kylo Ren and Kang?
Nope.
And I guess the biggest question of all is why?
I wish the people who made these memes would be like, "Yo, this guy's an idiot." So he can't use them anymore. He's like, what do I use? Who do I copy? Where does my creative spark come from? He has nothing, bro.
In God's
He's
name
Tim
did you
Pool,
release this,
bro.
Especially after
He's
the Marvels completely flopped.
he's
All jokes aside,
content. He probably thinks
Disney
Brie
is
Larson's
doing
ugly too.
overall
Like,
isn't
oh
doing
my god,
anyone
you idiot.
any good. I don't blame Alakwa Cox or any of the actors. Some of the blame definitely goes to the writers, but most of it goes to Kevin Feige.
You don't blame the actor for this, and you've been just insulting her this entire time. He's been insulted. Like, sorry, I know these are make-believe characters, but when you're talking about her looks or the way she does things, like you're talking about her. You know that, right? Fuckface. Of course she knows that. But he's,
Disney Marvel doesn't know
safe
up
face.
from down, good from bad, or right from wrong. Want an example?
Right from wrong?
Yesterday, they decided to release a deleted scene from the Marvels where Valkyrie thinks the 16-year-old Miss Marvel is married to Captain Marvel and then makes a little joke at the end.
Hello? Oh, Captain, my captain. Oh, you're not my captain.
Captain Marvel Resonance, this is Mrs. Marvel speaking.
Wait, Mrs. Marvel. She got married again, and no invite again.
No! I'm Ms. Marvel. Ms. We're not married, that would be. I'm single.
Okay.
5 seconds to the jump point.
Oh, you might want to triple. I mean, trip in. Oh, you might want to triple. Oh, you might want to triple.
What? No, help me! No, I can't skip this part now. I might make a separate vid. Like, not today. I might make a separate video on this little portion alone. What the fuck is he saying? It's clearly like awkward teen humor, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah, I mean,
come on, he's hearing things. Yeah, come on.
Great. Yeah, I'm not sure what I heard right there, and it didn't seem like strap on.
No, she. Well, yes, that's part 2 of this, where he's quoting that. I don't know if he's joking or if he thinks that's the actual quote being said. I don't know, but the way like he's saying this 16-year-old marrying Captain Marvel, like the joke was in the movie, Captain Marvel gets married in some weird planet thing, right? And then
to the other guy named Marvel.
No, to some guy on some other planet. It's like a weird sideshow thing where there's like a whole dance scene and dance wedding. Some dude, I don't even fucking know who the dude is, but right, Teresa Thompson right here is like, oh, I guess she got married again, and then this young girl is like, no, I'm not Mrs. Marvel, I'm Ms. Marvel, like Miss Marvel, like I'm single, right? It's awkward humor, it's corny,
right?
It's corny, It's cringy, it's canned, but that's what it is. It's awkward humor. And Nerdrotic brought this up for what fucking reason? Why do you bring this up?
I don't know.
Oh wait, so you saw his
wait, hold on,
video?
And forgive me. Hold on. The deleted scene from the Marvels shows Valkyrie unsurprised that Brie Larson's Captain Marvel would be married to underage girl. Is that what happens in this
is married
story?
to Captain Marvel and then makes a little joke at the end.
Hello?
Wait. I need to hear this.
I don't blame Alaqua Cox or any of the actors. Some of the blame definitely goes
You
to
do.
the writers, but most of it goes to Kevin Feige. Disney Marvel doesn't know up from down, good from bad, or right from wrong. Want an example? Yesterday, they decided to release a deleted scene from the Marvels where Valkyrie thinks the 16-year-old Miss Marvel is married to Captain Marvel and then makes a little joke at the end.
Hello?
Oh, Captain, my captain.
Huh, what? He's an idiot. Hurry. He's trolling, bro. Someone arrest him and then
Hold on.
Interrogate his taste.
Hold on.
Pause.
Hold on. Let me ask. He just said Faggy removed this from the thing.
Feige. You call him Faggy?
Isn't that his name?
Good. Ask your question again. Sorry.
So he's mad because Faggy removed this from this movie.
No, all right. This is a deleted scene, and he's saying, "Look, she keeps."
It's a deleted scene.
Yes, but
okay, so it's a deleted
Tessa Thompson
scene.
What's her name? Is it Teresa or Tessa? I think it's Tessa. Tessa Thompson.
Are you missing what I'm saying here? It's deleted.
Yes.
What's he got to complain about?
But they released it.
But it's
I understand
deleted.
that, but they released it.
They erased it, dude.
It's still
from
released.
The movie.
I understand that part. It's released. It is what it is. That means they wanted you to see it or whatever. And he's implying that there's some sort of right versus wrong. There's some sort of morality question here about teenage girls married to older women. It's like, I don't think that's implied at all. I think it's awkward humor where she's like, no, I'm not married to her. It's supposed to be like, because Tessa Thompson in the Thor universe plays like an alien, right? She's not from Earth. So thus the confusion there is, it's just awkward humor. And he took that as what again?
Captain? Oh, you're not my captain.
Captain Marvel Resident Assistant Miss Marvel.
Captain My Captain.
Marvel.
Where's that from?
No invite.
Robert Williams.
No, I'm Ms. Marvel. Ms. We're not married. That would be. I'm single.
Okay.
5 seconds to the jump point.
Oh, you might want to triple. I mean, trip in. Oh, you might want to triple. Oh, you might want to triple.
What did you say?
You might want to triple?
Oh, you might want to triple. Okay.
5 seconds to the jump point.
Oh, you might want to triple. I mean, trip in. Oh, you might want to triple. Oh, you might want to triple.
What did you say?
You might want to triple. Did you hear strap
I'm not
on?
hearing strap on at all. I'm not sure what I'm hearing, but it ain't strap on.
It sounds like you might want to triple. Maybe it does say.
I mean, tripping. Oh, you might want to triple. Okay.
That was tripping.
To the jump
Oh,
point.
you might want to triple. I mean, tripping. Oh, you might want to triple. Oh, you might want to triple.
You might want to triple.
I heard tripping. Like
I don't know what he
tripping.
means by any of this. I don't understand this at all.
I don't get it, man. He's reaching for strap on.
There's
Of
no.
course he is.
He has some sort of reason behind it. No one's this stupid.
Kind of tough to argue that bad reputation that Disney has earned. They're not just
Nobody's
feeding
that
the South
stupid.
Park meme, they're bathing in it, and soon the investors will be walking the trail.
It's a
of tears.
mediocre.
Once again, thanks to our latest
Is that the one?
installment in the
No,
MCU
that
that's
one's
clear to
funnier
absolutely everyone,
than their
including Disney,
cred
that
one.
Marvel has gone off the reservation.
It's a different feel
We've been
compared
off
to
the
what the other
res.
MCU stuff that we've seen.
Nerdrotic.com.
Holy fuck.
Yo, look at this video. Look at this little short video.
Let me end this, Anthony. All right, there's our review. Who gives a shit? I'm editing it.